So, it's cup day. I was gonna have this big dramatic intro where I was gonna like bust through the door and it's gonna be just like amazing and dramatic and like yeah, but I accidentally deleted that while I was editing. So, hi everybody. This is my sausage dog. Sausage dog, everybody. Her name is Pip, but she answers to sausage. But there's people in the house, so she's interested in them right now. So, cup day. Cups. We all know what this day is about. It's just the day to celebrate the vessels we drink from. Some idiot decided to start a horse race, and I don't know what's up with that. Horses are great. I don't know why you make them sort of die, but whatever. So yeah, we know what this is about. It's about cups. I'm going to celebrate that by ranking all my cups, and that's what you're watching. Cool. Cup 1. My very first cup. Nice, very simple. Rim gives it a little bit of a sort of special feel, but it is plastic. It means it's durable, but it also means it's a bit tacky. So I feel like this is a solid C tier cup. Cup number 2. Technically not a cup, technically a jug. This is going to be a bit of a theme. Very nice, metallic, gives it a very interesting sort of je ne sais quoi, but metallic does tend to have a bit of a taste, and I don't know what's up with that. You don't get it with ceramic, but you do get it with a lot of metal cups. So, honestly, as much as I had to say, this is a D tier cup. Yes, very positive, very into it, very sort of, you know, yeah, let's get down. Let's say yes. Yeah. Although, it is quite a small cup, so that does limit its capacity and limit its usefulness. So although it does have a very nice message, it's possibly better as a bit of an ornamental cup. So, say maybe a B tier cup. Okay, keep cup. Useful, firmly insulated, got a nice design, although it is Starbucks brand and I'm pretty sure they use slavery. So, if you want to be ethical consumers, I personally wouldn't recommend this cup. Although if you do find it at an op shop, like I did, that's, you know, it's a decent score. So, also, the fact that it's a keep cup gives it a good distinct advantage separate from a lot of other cups. You can use it to sort of store hot liquids, cool liquids. You know what, this would be an A tier if it wasn't, you know, Starbucks. Another cup, another small one, bit more simple, not as positive as the S cup, so this is going to have to be a C tier. No, actually no, it's going to be a D tier. Coconut? Actually not a coconut. Interesting theme, but it does taste slightly like carcinogens. So, if it was more boring it would be an F tier cup, but this is going to be a bit of an E tier. Because, you know, looks cool. Might give you cancer, but it looks cool.
Not laughing at that.
Okay, so we're going to forget that take ever happened, but this is a bit of a twofer. We've got, you know, we've got the saucer, we've got the cup, we've got the loving mother bitching on in the background.
I would say take the take again.
No, I won't. So, very proper, very nice, very pretty, but the yellow sort of warm colour does give it a bit of a nice vibe, but you don't get a lot of high tea stuff. So, this is very sort of, you know, Sunday morning Australian farmhouse, you know, having a nice little... So, I'm going to say this is a solid A tier cup. Okay, plastic wine glass. very chic, very modern, very, you know, ergonomic, got that nice little curve. Although, it does promote drinking. Drinking like the false cup day. Don't drink and do stuff. Drink water like real men. Real men drink water.
Lame.
You're lame. You're not a real man. So, because it does promote slightly hooliganish behaviour, this is going to have to be a C tier cup. Another nice, warm, fun cup. This one, squishy. So, we've got... Oh, squish is a very valuable factor, Jay.
Okay.
Don't give me that.
Right.
You know, squish is automatically like another rank up. So, squish, warm colour, nice kind of vibe. It's very, I like this a lot.
You can make muffins in it.
Can you?
Oh. I assume so.
Okay. Maybe this isn't just a cup, maybe it's a muffin cup. So in that case, I'm going to...
It's a very long muffin.
Well, yeah, I like my muffins nice and long. Okay?
Okay.
So, that's an A tier cup. Okay, this one also, very nice little kind of flow to it. Nice and got some good curves going on. But this isn't really a cup, it's more of a candlestick holder, which means it has a small capacity and it's not designed to be drunk out of, which is problematic when you're trying to drink out of it. So,
F tier.
is it F tier?
Yeah.
It's not that F tier. It's pretty. I mean, it is like kind of churchy, if I'm being honest. Feels like a
E tier there.
Yeah, it's certainly an E tier cup. Okay, this little piece of shit. So, fuck this cup. This is a pot. That's obvious, but the issue is, paint on it is... Okay, so it's water soluble, so when you put water in it, it kind of dissolves, and then everything starts tasting like paint, and then you put it down and the paint rubs off. So...
Seems like you really should be drinking from cups only.
Fuck this cup, because this is a cup, I'm calling it a cup, but fuck it. So, this is so shit. F tier. Fuck that. Don't drink out of cups in water-soluble paint. Okay, now this is a good one. So this is very sort of mid-century modern, very Art Deco. Got all the nice features, got a nice sort of... But it also has the sort of volume you want in a good cup. Good, you know, good for drinking tea, coffee, water, whatever you're up to around the house. Very useful cup. Also very nice, pleasing greens. I personally think so. You can match the outfit. So, I have to say this is a bit of an S tier cup. And you can fight me if you disagree. Okay, so, at first I know what you're thinking, this is a very boring cup, and you're kind of right. Got that sort of very plain, very, you know, 20th century suburb living, kind of painted veggies, fruits, you know, it's the kind of stuff that your mum or your grandpa had when you were a kid. But, what I personally really like about this one, it's got that really, you see right at the top there, it's got a bit of a flare, gives it a little bit of and it also means that it's slightly easier to drink out of, so you get slightly less spillage than you do with regular cups. So, honestly, if it didn't have that little, might be about a D tier, but I think this is, knocks it up to a C. Okay, so, this one might also be carcinogenic. It's a pewter, which sometimes can be an alloy of lead. So, that's a concern. But, It's got very nice sort of engravings, moldings, or whatever, of Singapore on it. So, if you want a tour of Singapore but you don't have the cash, grab this, take it for a spin. It's like being there. I don't ever want to go to Singapore anymore. I've got it. Bucket list sorted.
You also have lead poisoning. So.
Possibly, but that, you know, it's a small price to pay for basically a whole tourist trip. So, carcinogen would put it around there, but I'd say this is going to be a bit of an E tier. Just because it gives you that little, ooh, you know. So, I know what you're thinking. Joe, this is a really damn good cup, and I agree with you. It is bright, you know, pink's a very traditionally masculine colour. It's also got that sort of nice little rainbow going through it, and oh yeah, also lots of little ponies. I'm gonna reveal a secret. Don't see that little. When I was very small, I played with a lot of Thomas, but I also played with a lot of My Little Pony toys. I'm pretty sure in storage we have like a 30-gallon tub of My Little Pony toys. But those are some of the nicest memories I have with my grandmother. So, you know, sort of playing on the bed a little. I didn't know any of their names, but it's a lovely sort of, you know, flashback. So,
do you know any of their names?
B tier.
One of them is called Rainbow Dash. That's all I know.
Okay. You know, I'm a bit of a gardener myself. I like me some succulents. If you panned over it, you're not going to do that, but if you did, you would see a bunch of... Don't just... I'll fucking lift it up. I want to disturb continuity. Look at it. This is my family's very precious immortal jade plant. I love some succulents. And this, you know, when you're, you know, having your cup of tea, going to school, drinking some water, like you should, stay hydrated, gives you a little reminder that, you know, there's some good things in the world. Cute little flowers, cute little succulents, cute little cup. That, I think that's a big cup. Okay, so similar composition, similar construction, got a bit sort of... Yeah, that bit sort of... It sounds weird, but got that nice sort of strawberry thing, nice little sort of look to it. The only issue is, I'm not sure if you've ever seen a strawberry, but they generally aren't pink. That's one major design flaw. Typo. Strawberries aren't pink. And because this cup is anatomically incorrect...
Put them in bleach. They get that colour.
Well, yeah, but then what are you going to do with the strawberry? It's just a bleached strawberry. It's just going to sit on your counter and rot. No, it won't rot, because it's covered in bleach. You know what this makes me think? Makes me think of bleach. Don't drink bleach. That's my pro tip for the day. Don't drink bleach. And because of that, D tier cup. Look, I'm not much of a princess person myself, but I must admit that it has a very nice sort of vibe to it. It's very Disney, very sort of, you know, chill, very mellow blue. It's sort of like, you know, it's either a morning or an afternoon, sort of drift in between. You want something just sort of nice and floaty with your cup of tea. So yeah, I think that cup, it's nice, although it's really not one of my favorites. So yeah, I think this is another C tier cup. This one, similar to the last, very plain construction, got that sort of wraparound on it. Pretty cheap, if I'm being honest. Oh! Yeah, it's Reject Shop brand, so that really just explains it right there, doesn't it? Like some, licensed stuff now and then, but it's kind of unoriginal. I like me some more original cups, and for classy though he is, not my type of dude.
Aussie legend there.
What?
Aussie legend.
Also, literally Nordic legend.
Yeah, but Aussie.
Also, I kind of messed up by bringing this very masculine cup to school on International Women's Day. Yeah, so for that painful memory, I'm gonna chuck this in D tier.
Well, the new Thor's a woman.
Well, yeah, but like that 4 objectively kind of isn't.
I guess it's true.
I think we all need a special friend sometimes, and this is a really freaking wholesome cup, okay? Look at the little man and the little writing on the back, it's just adorable. I love him. And I love his little message on the inside, which you didn't see on the little spinny thing. The bonds we have are everlasting, which is just, it's adorable, okay? It's adorable. Don't give me that look. Don't.
I'm even looking at you.
Yeah, but I know that look. I think this is adorable. I think Jay is someone who's afraid of expressing genuine emotion. So, I like this cup. I'm gonna chuck this in. Also, it's a bit interesting because it doesn't actually have a handle, but it is still made out of ceramic, so that makes it up. Okay, so you know how I said that strawberry cup teaches you bad lessons? This one actually teaches you legit interesting ones. So, this cup has like a Wikipedia article on Tibetan opera, which is as amazing as it sounds slightly unusual, and also why would that be on a cup? Which is all the questions that I want to be asking when I pick up a piece of ceramic. So, I read it all out, but I really don't have it in me. You can see it, but, I love this one. I love the happy little man doing his Tibetan opera that I don't know enough about, but I actually know more about now thanks to this cup. So, because of that, because this cup is a kind of, chill, friendly teacher, SK cup. Okay, this one. It's a kind of weird metal shot glass. It's kind of small. Like, look at that. It's not even big enough to fit my thumb in it. I can sort of cut it up into bits, I guess. But when you want a cup, you want to be able to, drink a good quantity of stuff from it. Also, I bought this and separated it from the rest of its set, so it's not really going to fit in there. It's kind of depressing. It's very bland. It's got an interesting sort of form to it, but it's very bland. Bland cup, not bad cup, but solid D tier. Okay, this one's also a bit sort of pretty, a bit interesting. This one is also a candlestick holder. So, as much as I like the sort of crystalware aspect to it, which I really do, if I'm being honest, it's not great as a cup. So, yeah, this is going to have to be a C tier. Okay, so I know what you're about to say. Joe, that's not a cup. You can't drink out of that. It's not a cup. Why are you counting it as a cup? Well, I think you're shit, because this is perfectly good as a cup, and I have drunk out of it. I wouldn't recommend it, though. The weird kind of form does not lend itself well to pouring, so you kind of have to deep throat it if you want to get all the water in, which is not a good look. At that point, you might as well just have a water bottle. It's the same, but with more steps and kind of grosser. It is also like a baby's shoe, which is just kind of... I don't even know what's going on with this one, if I'm being honest. It's also too long to be a baby's shoe. Like, What baby's leg is like that long, and I have that much feet? Like, the leg is that wide.
Tall girl.
E-tier cup. Kind of objectively not a cup. Okay, so we're going to start getting into the Starbucks mode, which means I can talk about tourism. So, this video is actually sponsored by Tourism Japan. I'm not sure if you know, I didn't until just now. So, I went to Japan to start the year, nice little trip, recommend it. Very interesting, very nice country, very damn beautiful if I'm being honest. And all I have to remember it by is this tiny little cup and some photos that may have been lost to time. So, if you are going to Japan and you have to remember it by just one piece of memorabilia, I really suggest this one. It's got nice, very functional form, and I'm pretty sure you can still get it, like, you know, get your coffees in it as a Starbucks. It's also got like a good, solid amount of volume in it, which a lot of, you know, standard sized cups don't have. Very solidly built, nice design on it, very Japan, although again, Starbucks, so slave labor or Japan. I don't know. I'm gonna chuck this. I think this is solidly a B tier.
Hey guys, while Joey's gone to get more cups, let me tell you something. Having cups is fine for when you're in the house because they're convenient and useful. But when you're out with a water bottle, you do not need to pour it also into a cup because you think it makes you quirky or special. This has been a special message by J Chew. I'm hijacking Joey's show. That's all. Bye.
So, okay, so we're going to be entering a new phase of mine, which is Starbucks.
You want to take that take?
No.
Again?
Starbucks. So, again, as I've said, possibly kind of slave labor. Also kind of underpaying their workers. Also kind of... They're shit in Australia. The only thing they're good for is a Frappuccino. Honestly, I don't understand why you go to Starbucks for anything else in Australia. You have so many other opportunities. So many good local coffee shops. Wherever there's a Starbucks, there's also always an option for better coffee. Although, there is almost never a better option for a good, cheap, shitty, too expensive Frappuccino. Anyway, Queenstown, New Zealand, nice, very pretty town, although it does have a lot of Chinese signs everywhere. So if you're Chinese, great, go to Queenstown. Also, congrats on understanding this. Nice, cute little town, cute little cup. So we've got all these mountains and boats and stuff everywhere. There's really not much to say about it. Also B tier. A lot of Starbucks is going to be B tier, so... California, you know, it's a lot of state. I don't know how they managed to put it all on this cup. I've never been there. My mum's got this. So, California, nice state, possibly the part of America that's the least shit, because it has the least racists, but, you know, pretty cup. Haven't been there though, so this is gonna have to be a C tier. C to California. Waikiki. I don't know where this is, if I'm being honest. I just have the mug. It's a relatively plain one. What?
What did you say that was?
Waikiki. I don't know where it is. Never been there. Again, my parents got this. I just have the mug. Pretty, although it's a relatively plain one, and it feels like on this one they didn't put in as much effort. So, this is gonna have to be a D tier. London. pretty mug, lots of nice little details. So if you like just looking at your mugs while you drink out of them, this is a really good one. Although it does have this like floating coffee mug above the London Bridge, and like, I've seen pictures. I'm pretty sure that's not there. And you know what I like on my cups? I like accurate educational information. So, I suggest when you're going to London, do not use this as a travel guide. I'm sure some people have made that mistake, but, you know, be better. And because it's a liar, that is a solid. It's a solid D tier. Sydney! It's like Melbourne, but twistier and hillier and humider and shit and dirty. Pretty mug, shitty city. So,
F tier.
not F tier. E tier. New York, New York, New York. Ha!
I'm a Spider-Man.
Home of Spider-Man! Hey! And 9/11. What else is in New York? I'm sure there's plenty of other stuff.
The Avengers Tower?
Avengers Tower. Didn't it fall over?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, was it? No, that's the Stark Tower. Excuse me.
No, he turned into the Avengers Tower.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Also Home of Ultron. I don't know. What else is there to say about New York? Apparently Upstate's really pretty, but...
Got a Broadway.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Musicals. Okay, so it turns out there's actually a lot of stuff in New York. If you're from New York, I'm sorry that we have such poor expectations of
Home
this
of
city.
Sherlock Holmes in one adaptation.
Okay, before this just becomes us listing shit that's in New York, I'm going to rank this as a C tier. Boston! Very thematic for a mug because it's home of the Boston Tea Party, which is, as we all know, one of, you know, the greatest events and greatest celebrations of drinking warm liquids. So, for that alone, celebration of tea, celebration of Boston. I like a cup that knows what it's about. But also Starbucks, but also slave labor. B tier cup. Miami! Pretty nice sort of warm colours on this one, although it's not going to be there for long because global warming is destroying the planet. So, I don't know. Might become a bit of a collector's item as, you know, the city goes underwater. Also, isn't Miami just kind of dodgy?
What American? This is very Americanized.
Well, it is. My parents went to America. I got a lot of Starbucks mugs. It's kind of gross, if I'm being honest. America, what are you doing? Yeah, I don't know what's in Florida. Florida man. Oh god, Florida man. Florida man, D-tier cup. Thank God the last Starbucks mug. Los Angeles. Sort of bright lights, big city. What else is in LA? Oh yeah, it's massive, isn't it? Yeah, LA, big, gross. Oh, shitty public transport. Don't. Yeah, don't. So,
Remember Vine Street?
are you just looking up things in LA?
No, it's home of Vine Street, and then Vine has moved into it, like an apartment block there on Vine Street, because they were like, oh, I'm a Viner, so I'll move into Vine Street.
F tier cup. Fuck LA.
Why not fuck Sydney?
LA's worse. Sydney at least has public transport. Jesus Christ. This is a look. I love this one. very, very pretty. I like just sort of the whole mood of this cup. You know, it's also very Melbourne, very this area. Got a lot of dogs in Port Melbourne. It reminds me of home, although I've never had a bulldog. One issue, however, because it does have that nose, that is molded into the interior, and that means that it's quite difficult to clean. The ears are actually also hollow, so if you get stuff into there, good fucking luck of ever getting it out. Pretty, but not an entirely functional cup. So for that alone, let's make it a C tier. C tier for me. All fucking righty. Look at this beauty. Look at him. God, it's this mid-century modern, beautiful goddamn goblet. It's halfway between, like, you know, it's a bit Roaring 30s, it's a bit also, you know, Cheers.
Roaring 30s? What? No, that's not.
Oh yeah, shit.
It's the Roaring 20s.
It was. The 30s were the Great Depression. Roaring 20s, it's a bit Roaring 20s, a bit Art Deco, but also a bit, you know, cheers to the blood of our enemies, which I really like. I really like that combination. It works very well for me, I think. So, if you're, you know, celebrating a sort of mid-century modern Viking raid, this is the cup for you. It's handmade, glazed, the craftsmanship is excellent.
We're nearly back in the Roaring 20s.
Oh yeah! Although, I get the feeling this time it'll be roaring from nuclear hellfire. But, you know what's good for hellfire? A cup that's good for celebrating defeat. Victory, bloodshed, skulls, Vikings S-tier cup. Okay, this is more like something you get dip in. It's pretty, it's a bit disappointing, and it does just have this sticky residue on the inside that I haven't been able to clean off. Like, it doesn't... It's quite disappointing. Novel, but disappointing. E-tier cup. Functional, pretty, got a nice little flick to it, although it is quite a, I think personally, pleasing tone of green. It's a bit of a, you know, light olive.
It's not old.
I like it, but when I think about what gets me going for a cup, this really isn't it. It's, honestly, it's your grandma's cup. It's what they're drinking out of when you say, okay, boomer. So for that alone, C tier. C tier cup. Okay, this one's also a bit interesting. It's got more of a sort of jarry thing going on, got a bit of a flip to it. It's also got a nice hand-painted design. Australian made, also. So, if you like novel, cute, this has to be the cup for you. The red also gives it a very sort of bold, outgoing kind of tone and kind of tempered by the flowers. I kind of like this one, if I'm being honest. It doesn't overstay its welcome, like this discussion. So, make it cup. Okay, this one, it's lovely, very Easter themed. I think we're missing a lot of festive Easter cups. It's a real untapped market, but this is not the way to go about it. Again, you have kind of the same problems as the dog cup, but not to the same extent. It is a bit annoying to clean, but it doesn't have like these big hollow ears. So, nice, pretty, festive for Easter, but it's not Easter. So, while I think it does fill a valuable place, could fill it better. So I'm gonna chuck that as a Also, it's Dolomite, not dishwasher safe, which makes it, again, more impractical. D tier cup. Yeah, this is kind of gross, 40-year-old man. I may look 40 years old sometimes. I've been called at least up to 30 by some people, which is weird and annoying and worrying, but I think this will be good to have around in, what, 22 years? So I'm going to hold on to it for that moment. If I make it to that point, then I'm not drafted into the global World War. So, C tier copy. So you know that Tall Girl movie? This is just like everything about that, but condensed into a cup. It's extra, it's kind of... It's a bit annoying, and like, why do we even want to deal with it? Because I kind of don't. It's just too tall. Maybe people don't want a tall girl. I don't know. Some people do. I don't want a tall cup though. So it's just not very practical. How are you even going to get your hand down and clean it? Not thinking ahead on this one. This is one you really have to appreciate and sort of take in. It's the kind of, you know, nice educational cup, not as much as the amazing Tibetan opera, but still interesting, still informative. See, that cat, we've got a nice little cat going on, which I like. Nice sort of warm atmosphere, good for a cup of tea. Good for a cup of tea, good for a Tim Tam. Good to sort of sit and sort of drink out of while you pat your cat. So, B-tier cup. So, if you're starting a cafe, a restaurant, coffee bar, you want a bunch of cups like these. They're nice, they're very functional, very sort of... But I'm pretty sure you do have to get the Lavazavai like licensing, which first off, I'm not starting a cafe, restaurant, or coffee bar, so I don't know. Second off, I don't even know what Lavazza is. I'm being honest. Do you? Do you know what Lavazza is? Okay.
That's a no, by the way.
They do coffee, I guess. And no, before you ask, I didn't steal this. I got it in an op shop. So, it seems like someone's cafe, restaurant, or coffee bar didn't work out. Ooh, C tier cup. I love me a good milkshake. I love me just some good ice cream and vanilla and just milk and just... Also spiders. Spiders, this is also a good spider cup. Very, you know, very nice, very classic look to it. Plastic means it's very resistant to damage. Very resistant to damage. And also the pink is just sort of a nice, fun look, which I just love. I love me some pink. Again, very traditionally masculine color. So, B tier cup. Actually, no. No. A tier cup. So this is from the same line, though this is a bit spicier. We've got the bubbles going on, which gives it... Just gives it a bit of a weird look, if I'm being honest. I don't know if I'm into it. It sort of spices things up, keeps it interesting, but it's not something you want to build your entire collection out of, if I'm being honest. It gets a bit old. So this is something you have as like sort of a couple of these pieces in this once you've brought a milkshake cup collection. Keeps it interesting, gives variety. But, I don't know. So, G-tier cup. This is similar kind of vibe, although, you know, it's what you build the bulk of your milkshake cup collection out of. Nice blue, nice sort of flow to it, a bit more reserved than the pink cup though, and you know, when I'm drinking out of a cup, I want to be excited, I want to be into it, and this cup, it just doesn't get me into it. Which is really, frankly, quite disappointing, so I'm sorry, but this has to be a C tier. No. It has to be a D tier. Okay, I really like this one. It's simple, it's pretty, it's elegant, and it's got a good solid volume to it. It's easy to drink out of, and I just love the aesthetic behind this cup. They knew what they were going for. It's pretty, elegant, regal, but it's also just, it's not a pain in the ass. And I really like this one. So, it doesn't quite get me going in the same way that the S tier cups do, but still a damn good mug. Okay, yep, I know what you're about to say. No, that's not a cup. And I'm like, look, I'm trying, don't give me that. This is what's called a soup bowl. You put soup in it, you drink out of it. It's very nice, it's very ergonomic. Great for that, not so great for being a cup. It's also made out of cheap material that chips easily and may be carcinogenic. So, D tier cup. And there you are again, god damn it, Joe, again with the cups that aren't actually cups. Because this is a sugar bowl. With the same handles, nice and easy, but also it's got this weird lip on the inside, which makes it very difficult to drink out. I don't entirely know what they were going for when they designed this cup. I know they were going for a sugar bowl. So, it works as that, but it doesn't work as a cup. So, because this is a cup tier list, this has to be an E tier cup. Yeah, look, there's always going to be a cup or two like this one. That is to say, simple, effective, but no one's going to be excited about drinking out of this cup. I mean, come on. What kind of person gets out a cup, sees all of these and thinks, you know what cup I want? I want this one. A boring person is who? A person who you don't entirely want to be friends with because they'll never have anything to talk about. This is the cup you use when everything else is a wash. It works, it's effective, it's ergonomic, but it's just not an exciting cup. So, C tier for me. Look, I really like the design on this one, and I really just like how voluminous it is. It's just good. But it does promote a bit of a harmful message. Harmful message which you kind of see reflected in the false cup thing. People go out and they get drunk and they kill horses, and it's like, it's just shit. When I want a cup, I want something that's good and inspiring. And this is not it. I like the design, it's pleasing, but it's just, it can even stop to think about it. What are you going to do? The wine non culture is kind of toxic. So is Australia's drinking culture, and so is this cup. Although it's not literally carcinogenic, it feels slightly. Again, Joe, again, with the cups that aren't cups. This is a cup, it's an egg cup, but not a cup you drink out of. I also don't have eggs very often. Look, sheep's pretty, cute legs, but just not a good cup. It just, water goes everywhere, and it doesn't even have much volume to it. If you're into eggs, if you're an egg enthusiast, great, but I'm not. Not a cup for me. D tier cup. I generally don't go for branded things, but I just just like the vibe on this one. Scooby, he's just so happy. It's just such a good mood. And the colours just give it a little bit of pop. Give it a little bit of pop. And it's just... I do kind of like this one. So, although it is one of those cheap, non-like... Oh, you get it with your cheese spread, you get a Scooby-Doo or whatever. I just like the design on this one. This is a good solid A-tier cup. So unlike some of the Starbucks mugs, this is actually a good kind. No, this is actually a good kind of cup for when you're traveling. If you ever visit Rottnest Island, this cup will be a great and constant companion. It's warm, it's summery, it's just pretty in the same way that the island is. It has all the attractions. You've got your happy fish and your happy starfish and your happy dolphins and your happy quokkas and your happy little bikes and your happy little rocks, and it's even got a map, so you can actually get around with this cup, which is something I really like. I like a good cup, but you know, it's authoritative. It tells you what it wants you to know. Not quite as educational as that cup, but not everything has to be that bed and opera, guys. Come on. S-tier cup. Back into the theme of cups made to resemble animals that are not entirely dishwasher safe. I like the vibe on this one. It's a good mood. Happy little cow, cute little nose, cute little eyes. They don't even try to integrate the handle, which I just really like. Although we have put it through the dishwasher a couple of times, it is starting to develop cracks, which is worrying. So if you want a good sort of long-lasting cup that's easy to manage, easy to sort of clean up, it's better than the dog, but it's not an entirely functional cup. So it's a B tier for me. Okay, can I just get a quick shout out to my Earthwatch buddies, because this one makes me so fucking nostalgic. So, Earthwatch was a camp last year, it's the middle of nowhere. Beautiful locations. Sometimes I just want to disappear and vanish back into South Australian soil, but we've got school and stuff and cops, so this keeps me grounded. Look, again, shot glass, which, again, you know what I think of drinking culture, but it's just pretty. A bit of the Adelaide stuff has come on, but has come off, but you still get the vibe, and I really like this one. It's just nice. It's an 8-tier cup. Tis the season for Santa, his reindeer, and his hatchback. There's just such an interesting aesthetic to this one. You've got the sort of cartoon graphics, you've got the 5-year-old paint colouring. I don't really know what's going on here, but it's pretty, it's nice, but it is also seasonal. It takes a very Australian tack on the whole Santa myth. Yeah, why would he have a sleigh? No, in Australia, it's Australia. We don't have snow, we don't have reindeers. It's hot, you want to stay inside. Take your hatchback, take your nice little Holden, which is not Australian made anymore. But, you know, whatever, I like it. I think this has to be a big deal. This is also a bit seasonal. You've got your snowflakes, you've got your Christmas stars. It's very snowy and Christmassy, but it is sadly quite low on volume, which is worrying. You want a good practical cup, and this is not entirely it. The other thing as well, in Australia, Christmas, we don't have white Christmases. We don't have snow. We just have summer. But I guess surfboards don't fit the aesthetic as well. Nice, but you know, not super Australian. It's also not super festive. It's just... it's festive for specific occasions, but you can't be festive all the time. It's not practical. B tier cup. But for something that is Australian and does just sing, this amazing handmade Culburra Beach mug. I don't know where Culburra Beach is. It doesn't really matter. It's such an Australian name. It's such an Australian feeling cup. Look at that plant and that little. I just love this one. I just love this cup. This has to be a solid A tier cup for me. We're back. More cups. Okay. Less energy. I'm doing my best. Okay. Another Turkish style cafe cup. It's a cafe cup. It's small. It's good for small amounts of coffee. Starting a cafe, restaurant, coffee bar. Great. Everyone else, you don't really need it in your collection. So this is a D-tier cup. Pretty, very nice, but also not a cup. Candlestick holder. Great for candles, shit for water, shit cup, D-tier cup. Shot glass, nice frosted finish. No, it's not. It knows what it's doing. It's a shot glass. It says shot, but also promotes unhealthy drinking culture, which we have too much of in Australia. So for that, D-tier cup. The Lux Scotch whiskey. Look, I just love the design on this one. I love that it's etched in. I love the crinkles. You know what, I can get over it for this one. I can get over it. I'm not a whiskey drinker, I'm not a drinker, but I just like this one. It's a B tier. Croatian cup, a Zagreb. Apparently that's some castles and shit. My family's from Croatia, so I feel obligated to like this one. Initially I thought it was a weird smiley face. I don't know what's up with that, but it's not. Although it is quite basic, so I think that honestly this has to be a B tier cup. Grand Canyon, great place, never been there, massive hole, great water, but also a very small cup and one that's got weird crinkles in it. It's hard to clean. Look at how much shit and dust it collected. It's nice, it's pretty, it's a good ornamental cup, but it's not one you want to use day to day. So for that, D tier. Another cheap branded wraparound mug. Smaller though this time, so it doesn't quite have the appeal of some of the others. I'm not a big Star Wars person. I know what the First Order is, but how lame is it? Roll with it. It's lame. This is lame. F tier cup. Another shot glass, although this one looks like a solo cup, so it's kind of cute. But again, I don't do shots. Not practical. Not good for drinking water. C tier cup. This is also a bit of a cheap wraparound, but it's nice. It's simple. It's well designed. Although the emoji theme is a bit. Look, I watched the Emoji Movie. It's not worthwhile. Well, it's kind of novel. It lets you do the sort of Roman Emperor thing, but just with your cup of tea. Be like, are you not entertained? This one's nice and ergonomic, it's fitting very well, but it's just not one you're going to get excited about. It's good to have, but it's a backup cup, it's not a primary cup. No one's excited to drink out of this cup. Come on. D-tier cup. Get in there, little. Okay, so this is one of two homemade cups. This used to be a water bottle, and because I use it a lot, again, likely carcinogenic. Also not great for drinking out of because it falls over. You don't want a cup that falls over, do you? I don't. I'm disappointed in my own craftsmanship, if I'm being honest. That's an F tier cup. Okay, I really like this one. It's pretty, it's good, nice crystalware. It just looks very nice. I love how the light plays with this one, so this has to be a B tier cup. I'm pretty sure this was part of the Macca's promotion, so it's kind of cheaply made, but it is a bit pretty. I like it, knows what it's about, but I'm not massive on branded stuff, and it just doesn't have the same energy as a Snoopy cup, so this is a C tier cup. Another festive Santa cup. I like this one, it is really nice. It was a Christmas present a couple of years ago. Hi Rossio, if you're watching this, you gave it to me. Weird memories on this one, but it's nice, it's well made, possibly not dishwasher safe though, so yeah, I don't know. I honestly am a bit torn. I like it, but I think it has to go with the rest of the festive cups, because you can only use it once or twice a year. The rest of the year it's just a bit weird, so it's a B tier cup. So, the fucking cup. Fucking Monday. Monday? Yeah. Fucking Monday. Fuck Monday. Tuesday though, I don't know. Tuesday's a bit... Look, it's uneventful. Nothing really happens on Tuesday. So, I don't hate it. Like, I'm not like, fucking Tuesday. I'm like, oh, it's Tuesday. So, D tier. I actually really like Wednesday. It's a nice day. It's sort of, for me at least, it's been pretty chill this year. So I don't know. This is wrong. F tier. F tier for this one. But also, yeah, fucking Thursday. Alright, boys. No. I love Friday. Friday. Gotta get down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend, so... I don't hate this one. I think it's just kind of wrong, if I'm being honest. It's an E tier cup. This is another wraparound, but I actually kind of like this one. It's got a nice sort of Greek goddesses theme, and it's sort of... It floats about quite nicely, so... It's a bit uncreative, at least in design, but you know, gold trim kind of makes it work. So, this C tier cup. Minions. Cute, but not really functional. So, honestly, this has to be a D tier cup. Look, this one, it's fine. Frosted, kind of squarish glass. Like, it's a very fine cup, but it's just not one you're going to get excited over. It's also glass, and that's a breakage hazard, so it's an E tier cup. This one, this is holographic. It doesn't come across on this, but it actually is. It just kind of makes everything look blurry and gross, so I really don't recommend it. If I'm being honest, it's also probably a bit carcinogenic, like a surprising amount of cups these days. E-tier cup. I kind of love this one. It's handmade, you can tell. It's made from, well, what was local clay from around the area I got it in, the Otways. It's a very nice cup. It's just so powerful and earthy, and I just love this little thing. It's not quite as powerful as some of our, you know, it's not quite up there, but I do like it. It's an A-tier cup. I don't even know what this is. I think it's eucalyptus leaves or a tiger claw, but it's just kind of shit. It's a fine cup, it's just got a bit of an awkward shape to it. And just, it feels like someone's first attempt. I mean, come on, Opshop. Get some better stock. That's a joke, of course. I love Opshop. They're amazing. Speaking of amazing Opshop finds, this plastic wine glass. I love me good plastic wine glass. They just have such a weird and wonderful vibe to them. I just love this one, and it's good. It's got a nice, slightly chaotic, but just fun, and like, you know, it's an A-tier cup. More local pottery from the op shop in the Otways. I don't remember exactly where. I should check, but I can't be bothered. I like this one. It's a lot more developed than some of the other one, but it's just, it's a nice way to sort of have your coffee, just sit back and enjoy life. B-tier cup. I don't know who Polo is. I don't play Polo, but if you do, if your name is Polo, if someone shouts if someone shouts like Marco, and then someone else shouts Polo and your ears prick up, this is your cup. But my name's not Polo, and it's got kind of weird handwriting, and it's nicely made, but it's also got these weird scars on it, so I don't know what's up with that. E-tier cup. This one's also kind of holographic and also kind of shit. Except this time it's blurry lollies. Don't recommend. Dan's the boss when mum's not home. Honestly, I don't know how true that is. I have two mums. There's generally at least one mum home, so... Am I dad? No. Men are gross. The Lone Star Estates, the Alamo, Texas. You. Look, as much as I'm not a massive fan of, you know, I do actually really like this one. It's another good educational cup. Gives you lots of good info on the Lone Star State. Did you know it is up 267,338 square miles? I didn't until just now, thanks to this cup. If you're a cup and you want to weigh into my heart, fun facts. Fun facts about Texas. Look, honestly, I think this might just be a vintage cup from like a non-existent airline. So I actually just really like the vibe on this one. It's got a little sort of feather wings, and it's got that little sort of Australian National Airways logo. I just really like it. It's really quite charming. So it's an A tier for me. Functional, large, but plain and boring. Also plastic, so got a good squish. This is what you grab your kids. when they come over and they're like really small, or your cousins who you don't like. It's a cup for people you don't like, if I'm being honest. It's not terrible, but it's just nothing good about it. It's an easier cup. This is an example of branded cups done right. Mrs. Chip from Beauty and the Beast. He's nice, animated, just nice. It's just a very warm and lovely cup. Although, sadly, you may notice he does sit on an angle, which does lower his capacity a bit, which is quite sad. But I do just like the aesthetic on this one. Although, if I'm being honest, Disney is slightly unethical. So, eat the rich, but also, it's also good to appreciate some nice pop culture every once in a while. This is a solid C tier cup. If you're going camping, or if you just want a nice casual keep cup, this is the one for you. Solid steel, good and insulating, good and durable. Cheers. It's just very solid and very respectable, although it doesn't properly plug, so if you're looking for a keep cup, this may not be the option for you. I do like it, it's got a nice pad, it's just a good all-around camping mug. But it's just nothing really to get too excited about. So let's see here. This is a very nice glass cup. It's got a nice sort of frosted brown look to it. Some nice gilding. But although it does also have those weird little rivets with little divotty things, which just make it a pain to clean, which is not what you want in a cup for your long-term collection. It is also made of slightly fragile and relatively thin glass, which is, again, not something you want for your long-term cup collection. It's nice, but it's not one I'd recommend you go out looking for. So. Ooh. D-tier cup. Ceres is a lovely location. It's got a lovely, nice, minimal cup to go with it. So it's a community environment park, Brunswick-ish. It's on the other side of Melbourne. It's nice, it's pretty, they've got plenty of chickens. Look, there's one right here. It's just a really nice cup. For a really nice place, nice and understated, but it sort of reminds me of what it means to be part of a community. So, it's a solid B tier for me. I'm pretty sure this is a shot glass, but it's just, there's so much going on here. Look at it. It's got this weird flare. It's very thick glass at the top. So it makes a nice little it's very serviceable. It's just kind of weird. And not what I'm really doing, if I'm being honest. This has to be into your cup. This cup. Does it look like I'm smiling? Because I'm not smiling. It's very... It's gross. Quite frankly, it's a very gross cup. What they say? You got nothing else to say? Look, sometimes, I know we've all been there, and you forgot one of your 5 cups on you, and have to go for the disposable. Of the disposable cups available on the market, this is a really good one. Nice and biodegradable, nice and sort of slimline. It's got a good capacity to it. It's also relatively cheap. If you have to use a disposable cup, I really recommend the BioCup line, but just in general, disposable cups aren't worth the time or effort. They're just not very durable. So, it's a C tier for me. Cheers. It's very quaint, okay? It's very, it's very high tea, but it's missing the platter, which is a shame. It goes well with the other one, although this is an orange, so it forms a nice complementary set. It's a nice vibe, but it's not one I'm just like... It doesn't get you excited, but it's a warm, welcoming cup. With the warm and welcome arms of 18. I like the design on this one quite a lot, if I'm being honest, but it is a wraparound and it's been done quite lazily. You can tell this is a bit of a reject because the line it just wibbles and wobbles and then it doesn't quite meet. I like the design, but execution is lacking. And shape as well. It's braced to support on the inside, but it's just not much to talk about. It's a C tier cup. You know what I like? I like a goblet that I can smash against something that makes a good little time. This is great for getting people's attention because unlike glass, you don't have to worry about it smashing, which is so good. It's basically a bell that you can drink out of. I totally recommend it. It's nice, it's subtle, and unlike some of the others, it isn't as badly damaged. It's very understated, so I quite like this one. It's a B tier cup. Although volume is a bit... Now this is a powerful cup. This is a powerful cup. It says a lot. When you walk into a room and you fist down on a table, everyone's going to be looking at you. Everyone's going to be looking at you because you have quite an objectifying image on the front of this cup, which is just... It's really quite disappointing, Oktoberfest industry. Why are you objectifying women in 2019? It's very... It is really quite disappointing, if I'm being honest. And if it weren't for that, this would be an S tier cup, but it's just kind of gross. So... Sad though it is, this has to be a B tier cup. This is a nice, cute little sort of Japanese, I think, sake cup. It comes as part of a set you can get from Daiso. I, however, got this from the op shop. Honestly, I was probably paying too much. I could have got it cheaper at Daiso, but... You know, it's nice, it's cute, it's got a cute little fish, got a cute little Japanese writing that I don't need to read if I'm just drinking out of it. It's just very well made, and as compared to a lot of other shot glasses, it's just nice. It's a nice cup. This has to be a B tier for me. Yar, my hearties, oh. Look at this bad boy. Look at that molding, that design, that relief. Look at this, beautifully made and molded. This cup makes me want to sail away and sing Barrett's Frontiers and vanish into the sunshine. Honestly, that's just me on a day-to-day life, but whatever. It's just such a nice cup, and it just has such a nice attitude. It's really quite beautiful, quite beautifully made, and quite beautiful. It's an SD cup. Shot glass or candle holder? You be the judge. I personally don't like it either way, because it's not good for drinking out of. It's quite awkwardly shaped. You kind of have to go which is not something you want to be doing in company. So, F tier. Another cheap wraparound cup. Does anyone know what Chopkins are? I don't. They're weird and kind of gross. Like this cup. It's kind of faded. It's copyright 2013. Who knows? Who cares? Not me, E.T. I like this one, although the design could be more interesting. It's very disappointing. It's solidly built, but it's just, what even is this? It's like faux wood grain, but just without the effort. It's not a cup I recommend if I'm being honest. It's got a good volume, good amount of tea you can get into this one, but it's just, I wouldn't search it out, guys. Look, this one, pretty, probably also not a cup. I think this is designed for straws or long things, but it's not water. I know unless you make more dice sticks, but yeah, I just don't recommend this one. It's hard to drink out of, it goes everywhere, and it's just, it doesn't sit right, so it always sort of awkwardly dings into the rest of your cups, and I just don't recommend it. It's pretty, so it's not an F tier, but I can't in good faith give it anything higher than an E. Another good, solidly built cup, but yeah, it's got a good volume, nice design. This is hand painted though, so that does give it a bit of a good cred. Although the design is a bit uninspired, so honestly, I'm kind of torn. It's either a C or a B if I'm being honest, but it's just, honestly, I think this has to be a C tier cup. I like the sort of make of the cup, but the design could be a bit more inspired. Guys, come on. Another cafe cup. All this reminds me of is failed business enterprises. E tier. This is a vase. It's gross. The front of it looks like a giant spaghetti monster. Or a vagina. With eyes. Don't recommend. Hard to drink from, chips easily. It's an E tier. It's an E tier cup. I do kind of like the craftsmanship, so that's why it's in there. This is the second cup I've made myself. It used to be a coconut. Now it's a cup. Doesn't balance easily. It's furry. Tastes like coconut. But like in a weird way. I don't recommend doing this. It's just objectively not a good way of making cups, guys. It's an F tier. Another egg cup. I like this one because it is carved out of a solid chunk of wood, and it feels very nice to hold, but it does have a weird smell to it, and again, it's an egg cup, not a real cup. So unless you want to do shots from an egg cup and kind of have it go everywhere, there's really not much you can use this for. D tier cup. Branded M&M cup with this man on the front. I don't even know what's going on here. I respect it, but I also just don't want it in my house because I think it needs an exorcist. I don't have one on speed dial, sadly. Wait, find out? No! No, I don't. It's a C tier cup. another good solid metal kind of cup, which I really like. Really well built, really solid, very, very powerful. Which makes it better than that one. Also, it's just got a larger size to it, which is good. It's what you want in a cup. You want to be able to drink out of it and make a statement. And that certainly makes a statement. Speaking of statements, this, yeah, not a cup, it's a bucket. It's also M&M's and also carcinogenic. Don't recommend it. Yeah. I love my little pig man. He's so cute and so much. He's got little blue lips like his people. Look at his little face and his little body and his little tail. I love this man. Yeah, it's an AT cup. Good, solid glass cup, but not one to get excited over. Good to have, but yeah, just not an exciting cup. By this point, I'm really starting to raise my standards, so I think you are a D tier cup. Plastic magic cup. Carcinogenic, small, balances weirdly. Yeet. But a lot of good volume, great for drinking out of. This is really what you want to have when you're drinking water. Not too much, but enough to keep you good and hydrated. This is a B tier cup. Not a cup, it's a jar. Shit for drinking out of, it's just bad. It's just a bad cup because it's not a cup. I don't even know what's going on in this one, but there's so much and I love all of it. You've got this weird swirl and thing and it's just, it's a bit of a hot mess. It's a bit of a hot mess, which I kind of love in a cup, but it doesn't really know what it's doing. And because of that identity crisis, it has to be a D tier cup for me. Oh my god, we're on the home stretch now. Okay, metal cup, enamel, white rim, red, your backing. Nice, simple, solid, well made. It's a good cup, but it's not one you want to be drinking hot liquids out of. So for that reason, it has to be a C tier cup. Also enamel, also cute. I like this one, but it's just, again, you want a mug, you want to be able to drink hot liquids out of it, and if it's metal, if it's that thin, you just can't, which is an absolute shame. It's a D tier cup. This boy, this beautiful bad boy, I like it. Also got this, which I love so much, but it's got a bit too much going on and it's a bit scarred around the edge, which just, it's a bit disappointing. So this one has to be a B tier cup. I kind of love this beautiful hot mess made. It kind of look, I say it looks like a riverbed, other people have other opinions, which are wrong. I love this little thing, it's so cute. It is also kind of more a jug though, which is a shame. And for the jug reason alone, it has to be its C tier. More metal, more cup. This one has a bit of a metallic tang to it, which is not really what you want when you're drinking water, let alone other beverages. I don't recommend, although it does have a nice shiny inside. Sorry, this is an E tier cup. generally don't like branded cups, but this one is branded for the Great Ocean Road Chocolaterie and Ice Creamery, which is just adorable and even looks like a little milk jug, and it's got happy little cows, which I just love. So honestly, this has to be an A-tier cup to me. It's another Coca-Cola cup, except this one is bigger and plastic, and means it's more durable, means it's more tacky, means it's got a large volume. Like, look, you can fit my entire hand inside of it. It's so good. But also it's Coke, and also it's cheap. I'm torn on this one, guys, but I think this one has to be a D tier. I'll take one large cup of toxic masculinity, please. I mean, look, it's not that big, but it's not that bad, but it's just like, it's something that a sort of gross, bougie manager would drink out of, and sort of like you'd thump it out on the desk and coffee would go everywhere, and just be like, "G'day, man. Welcome to the used car dealership." It's not a good look, is what I'm saying. It's a D tier cup. Oh my god. There's so many cups. Who knew 146 cups would be so many cups? This is this isn't something you see very often. It's a glass mug, which is just, it's a good inversion of stereotypes, which I really like, and it's got this cute little bow. It's a nice mood. If this was ceramic, or if it didn't have a thing or a bow, I don't know. But it all comes together really well, and that's why this has to be an A-tier cup. Okay, this is a little piece of shit. You see, this one, it's a shot glass, except this one has a crack on the inside, which means when I tried to drink water out of it, it went through the bottom, except it doesn't really look like a crack. Do you see that? It doesn't really look like a crack. Maybe the camera just went out of focus. I don't know. I don't care. We're getting to that point of the night, guys, and girls, and in pals, and oh, fuck me. Yeah. I fixed it up with white hat, which is also carcinogenic. So, yeah, this is also, I am big manager, I make money, I don't like it. This I am down for. Plastic wine glass, which again, I've told you all, I love this side of thing. And also, tricolor, it's very nice, it's very deco. I just love this kind of mood. That right there, you're looking at an S-tier cup. This is also a nice kind of goblet, handmade, blown glass, which I really like and I really respect, although it is a bit wonky at the base, which is a bit of a shame. If it weren't for that, it could well be S or A tier, but the charm it brings isn't worth the sort of disappointment it also brings. This is B tier cup. This is a good cup. It's nice, got a nice little blue glass feel to it. It's very well decorated, very well molded. However, the only issue is it's not actually blue glass. If you look closely, you can see it's actually painted on the inside in a couple of places that started to scratch, which is kind of a shame because I just love the aesthetic of this. And if it was real blue glass and green, or at least close, I could really dig this one, but just it's a poser, which is a damn shame. So, not quite an S tier cup, that one. Sorry. Oh, but I just love this one. Good volume, good color, beautiful painting, nice, almost gilding. It's just such a good, nice, pretty cup. It's something that your kindly, lovely grandma drinks out of, which is kind of what I aspire to be, if I'm being honest. This is a lovely Saturday morning cup of tea with some toast, with a friendly man on the news, looking out over the beach with the person you love. Which is not this cup. I love this cup. This cup is, I'm not going to marry this cup. So if you're interested. This is not the way the cup looked on my story. I'm going to be blatantly obvious and honest. This isn't the way it was when I posted it, but I didn't want people to sign my shirt because I needed one for graduation, exams, so this is what I've got. And I kind of love it. Thanks to everyone that's on here. If anything is S tier, it's this cup. And the people it represents. This is nice. This is nice. It's a Cookie Monster cup, and it also comes with a Cookie Monster slot, which is just so good. It's practical. It's also thinking about what it wants you to do. It's helpful. This is a good kind of mug. You'll be like this guy. Again, disposable cups. They're good to use. Certain occasions, sure. But just like in general, I don't really recommend it. This is like a good one-off if you need it, but you're not going to clean this cup. You're going to throw it away. And as an environmentalist, I cannot abide. Also, like that one doesn't biodegrade. It's not nice like the other ones. Speaking of things that aren't nice, this thing, this pelican-ass candle holder bitch that doesn't sit straight and is... Look, I appreciate that some kids spent a lot of time making this in primary school, but I don't even know what you'd use this for. It's not even deep enough to be a candle holder. It's just kind of gross. Looks like a toilet bowl. Look at him. This is disgusting. But this is not. I love me some stemware. This is just so beautifully made and so soft. I love it. I love it. Although sadly it is quite hard to drink out of, you go for this one and then whoop, it goes out all the other ones. Which is really sad, but you know, it's a price you have to pay. But it's a price this cup's gonna have to pay because it is not making it into S tier. Get out, go on. Look at this. Look at how bright and beautiful and colourful this is. And there's a lot of attention to detail with this wrap as well, because you kind of got the butterfly underneath and on the handles, and it's got the lovely little curves. And a lot of the wrap cups are really kind of gross, but I can really get behind this one. It's got a nice, lovely summery vibe, and it's just sort of very good. It's good, guys. Even if it is maybe slightly annoying. You're almost there. This is terrifying. And that's all I have to say. Looks like something from the cover of an Ayn Rand book. It's terrifying. The last cup of the year for 2019. The last cup. What do I think of it? What do I think of it? I think it's been a great year. I think it's been a hell of a year. I think, why the fuck did I start collecting cups? Why is this happening? Who let me do this? I also think that I don't need this many cups. So I'm gonna sell them. I'm gonna put plants in as many as I can manage. I'm gonna sell them and I'm gonna donate the money to a cause that I've helped out with and that honestly I think could use it right about now. School Strike for Climate. I know some of you all have been a part of it, helped organise it. Hi Alex. But it's an org that is good. Oh shit. The climate's ramping up. The world is getting worse and it's one group that is like actually actively trying to help and stop whatever dark storm below the distance. So keep your eyes and ears peeled for that. Thanks for the year, everyone. Thanks for everything. For humouring me with these godforsaken cups, for sticking with me, some of y'all, and for new friends and new relationships. Thanks. And to the people who I'm rebuilding with. Thanks. Little teachers, Hanny Racing, speaking over, and to everything ahead. Honestly, I think the year overall, it's a B tier kind of year, but this cup, it's a last cup. It's good, it's very sort of large and dramatic, but also it's a pain in the ass to drink out of. It's really more of a base, if I'm being honest. Solid C tier. And with that, we're finally fucking done. Peace out, buckos. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get inside. Oh fuck.